Welcome to one of my favorite parts of this house, the kitchen. You've seen a few snippets of this in other videos, but this is where we get to get really up close and personal with all the details that make this kitchen such a special place. We can start with the countertops. This was a driving force for the kitchen. We did have a good understanding from the beginning of the fact that we wanted to keep everything very organic. We wanted clean lines, but we also wanted a European timeless quality in this space. So using a natural stone was one of the ways that we were able to incorporate those classic materials, but we did it in a really updated way. So we did a mitered edge countertop that gives us that very thick profile. We also did a different countertop material on the perimeter so that you could really focus on what's happening at the island. Both are marbles, they're both a natural stone, and they're really beautiful. They combine nicely with this very streamlined, modern inset slab front cabinetry. We love the idea of using like a warm wood tone, but we didn't want things to get too modern. So we added in some additional cabinetry in a white just to sort of offset things. And we also wanted to use a custom refrigerator that was a white glass front fridge, which we'll show you in a minute. So it kind of tied that in as well. Again, we wanted to do some fun things without getting too modern. So the finishes that we used for our plumbing and our hardware is a pewter. We did a gunmetal on our plumbing fixtures, so you can see that this pot filler here is in this gorgeous gunmetal finish. This is kind of unique, a newer finish that's being offered now. Our backsplash was a great opportunity for us to marry some of the warmer and cooler elements in the space. So it's a brick look tile, but you'll notice that it has hints of gray and then also some warmer tones to it. So it really helps to combine things like this cabinetry color and then this gray countertop material. So it's a great way to blend some things. We're all about the balance. This hood is something that we drew specifically for the space, and we stuccoed this. So it was a framed unit that we then stuccoed. And that was another thing that helped us to bring some of that timeless European quality in. And then for some of those streamlined things, you'll see like our lighting is a more modern streamlined feel. We have the openness of some floating shelves that add that streamlined element. And we also did a custom island, if you notice. It's a little bit different. There's sort of that lack of symmetry. There's a balance, but it's not perfectly symmetrical. So it's kind of different and funky. For another classic element, we go back over to the sink area where we did this clean apron front sink and this beautiful bridge faucet, which is a classic style, but again, we have that gunmetal finish and a more transitional styling to it. So it kind of helps to modernize things while still staying pretty grounded. The other thing you probably saw in our previous video is that the surround entering into the kitchen is this gorgeous, huge rustic beam. And we did a more modern, darker shiplap diagonal ceiling to kind of do something to juxtapose that reclaimed look. I love this kitchen. I hope that you love it as much as I do. We'll show you some pictures of the amazing fridge as well and some of the other details like the shiplap on the sides of the cabinetry. It's really a wow moment.